Okay, so a little episode 1 bonus here. This is we have a lot of clients that come in and they ask, hey, can you talk to my adult children about retirement or get them on the right path? And the answer is always yes. I'm more than happy to help them out. But what I wanted to do was make this video so that the next time somebody asks, we can forward this video. And this is what I would tell your kids without knowing them about their own retirement. So I would say, hey, if you're watching this and your parents are thinking about retirement or they are already retired, I want to take this next 2 minutes and give you some unsolicited pieces of advice, right? Number 1, learn from their hesitation. So they likely spent their lives saving. I see this all the time. They did what they were supposed to do. They put money into 401ks. They paid off their house. They built a nest egg and most likely told you how awesome they are for having to do all of this themselves, right? So even with $1 million or $2 million saved, many of your parents still feel nervous about retiring. And a lot of you, these numbers you can't even imagine having $2 million, right? But I'm telling you, over time and consistency and contributing, you will get there. But why are your parents nervous? I'll tell you why. It's because it's not about the money. It's about not having a plan. So here's the advice I'd give you based on hundreds, thousands of retirement conversations I've had. Number 1, don't save blindly. Let's save with a purpose, okay? If you're still in your 30s, 40s, or even early 50s, stop just maxing out your 401k because it's what you're supposed to do. Ask yourself, hey, am I building flexibility or just a tax burden? Okay. Should some of this be going into a brokerage account or a Roth? Okay. You don't want to wake up at 60 with a giant pre-tax account that you can't touch without a tax hit, especially if tax brackets go up in the future, right? Number 2, track your spending. And that's not just your net worth, which you should also track, but most people don't actually know how much they're spending. Start now. I know it's the worst. 1 in 1,000 people enjoy the exercise of doing a budget. And if you're that one, good for you. That's amazing. For the rest of us though, track your spending for 3 months. Even if you went backwards, right? The easiest thing is probably to print out or look at on the computer, make an Excel sheet. What'd you do for the last 3 months? Know your number. That is the foundation of your entire plan. So set a time in the calendar, look at your bank and credit card statements and figure out where that money is going. And then I would say learn from your parents' gaps. If they're afraid to retire and they talk about it openly, that's a gift for you. You now know what not to do, right? Don't wait until age 65 to figure all this out. Don't assume that Social Security and a big 401k is enough if you're counting on Social Security at all, right? And don't work longer than you need to out of fear. Now, many of you love it. You found what you're passionate about. Again, good for you. You're never going to retire. That's amazing. A lot of folks that are in certain positions, they cannot wait to retire. So that's what I'm talking about. If you're sticking around work because you think you have to, let's eliminate that. Get ahead of it now. So the best retirement plans are built years in advance. And we get that a lot. A lot of people say, oh no, I'm not ready to retire. I don't need to meet with a financial advisor. Well, the best plans are built in advance, okay? So if your parents, and the bottom line here, if your parents had this kind of planning at your age, they'd probably feel it more at peace today, right? The smartest thing you can do right now is to start having conversations earlier. If you want help creating your own blueprint, let us know. Again, no pressure. No one's here going to try to sell you anything. We're not going to do that. Just a conversation with one of our advisors that can most likely help get you on the right path, okay? Unsolicited advice for our adult children. There it is, folks. Make it a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Great Wealth Transfer Podcast. If this podcast resonates with you, reach out to SixPoint Financial Partners at 585-485-6048 or email dpulcini@sixpointfp.com.
Content here is for illustrative purposes and general information only. It is not legal, tax, or individualized financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any specific security or engage in any specific trading strategy. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Results will vary. Past performance is no indication of future results or success. Market conditions change continuously. Information here is provided in part by third-party sources. These sources are generally deemed to be reliable. However, neither SixPoint Financial Partners, Private Client Services, nor RFG Advisory guarantee the accuracy of third-party sources. The views expressed here are those of SixPoint Financial Partners. Partners. They do not necessarily represent those of Private Client Services, RFG Advisory, their employees, or their clients. This commentary should not be regarded as a description of advisory services provided by SixPoint Financial Partners or RFG Advisory, or performance returns of any client. The views reflected in the commentary are subject to change at any time without notice. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered by investment advisory representatives of RFG Advisory LLC, RFG Advisory, or RFG, a registered investment advisor. Private Client Services, SixPoint Financial Partners, and RFG Advisory are unaffiliated entities. Advisory services are only offered to clients or prospective clients where RFG Advisory and its representatives are properly licensed or exempt from licensure. No advisory services may be rendered by RFG Advisory unless a client agreement is in place.